All right, everyone. I just wanted to let you know that I completed the company's coaching and tracking sheet and Nick's coaching and tracking sheet as well. We're going to let these develop out. I'll just be really quick. Here's what they are. You know where to find them. Nick, here's yours. Lori, if something's grayed out, that means we don't need the information yet. But after the business planning workshop, I want to be able to identify what our budget is and having Nick start to focus on his budget as well as some of the top line and gross margin dollars as well. What I wanted to go over was I added a meeting tool. So as you all know, I'm rereading the book Traction, and it's bringing some good things to light. And I want to really focus on getting our level 10 meetings to be a lot more driven and productive. And with the scorecards coming together, I think we'll be able to do that. I want to start using some of the tools they reference in the book. I think they're really helpful, and I just put them on this quick meetings tool page. Again, when we start to bring up people within the organization, I want to run through real quick and do the people analyzer. So again, the way Traction recommends it is you just hit the core values rather quickly, and you give either a plus, a minus, or a plus and minus. So if anyone's plus minus, which means essentially like sometimes, or a minus, we really need to do the people analyzer, and then that manager needs to go back with that person and share with them so they can be conscious that they're not living our core values. And then we should fill out this get it, want it capacity to do it. And as the book states, that's just a simple yes or no. And technically speaking, if anyone gets a no in any of those categories, that's really a huge red flag. If they don't get it, that can be trained, but if they don't want it or they don't have the capacity to do it, I mean, we have to have a hard conversation. We have the right people in the right seat. And I want to be very conscious of who we're putting in seats moving forward, because I don't, as I've mentioned multiple times, just want to be burning people out. But, we got to make sure we have the right people in the right seat, especially at these leadership levels. And I want to start coaching our managers to this, so that they're coaching their people in the same way. What I also added on here was a personal issue solving session. So I thought this was something that's neat. If two people just consistently aren't getting along, the process the book recommends is that there is a mediator in this process, but you take and do the people analyzer first on each individual. Then what you do is you bring them together and you have somebody mediate the situation, but they need to come to a meeting and say, this is what 3 strengths this person has, and this is 3 weaknesses they have. I prefer to keep them rather professional, but then from there, they need to list out the issues and solve them, create a list of to-dos from that, and then we want to have a scheduled up meeting in 30 days. But we need people to understand that we have one collective goal, and if they don't get along well, or if they're not productive, if it's like a tech to a manager, or a manager to another manager or something, we need to be doing these exercises and letting these people know, they'll get over it. We need to be taking action steps to move this company forward. And then the 10 commandments for problem solving. I thought this would be helpful as well to make sure that the goal is so we're hitting an 8, 9, or 10 on these level 10 meetings, and we get out of this 3, 4, 5, 6 rut that we've been in essentially since we started. So thou shalt not rule by consensus. Thou shalt not be a weenie. Thou shalt be decisive. Thou shalt not rely on secondhand information. Thou shalt fight for the greater good. Thou shalt not try to solve them all. Thou shalt live with it, end it, or change it. Thou shalt choose short-term pain and suffering. Thou shalt enter the danger. Thou shalt take a shot. So I am attaching to this email that you're on screenshots from the book itself that kind of break down these 10 commandments, and I believe this personal issue solving session as well. And then I think I have one page that's a little bit out of whack with not much information, the people analyzer on that as well. I really want to put a strong focus on these level 10s. I really want to start moving forward, and I want to drive and operate amongst the leadership team the way we're expecting the leadership team to manage their people. So, Nick would manage his managers in this capacity, and then those managers would manage their technicians or their call center people or whomever in the same capacity as well. So I just wanted to give this tool out there and let everyone know. I thought this was the easiest way to explain it. So Thank you, everyone, and I will end it now.